Hello everyone, welcome to DougNutGames. My name is Doug, and this is Satisfactory. Well, or is this satisfactory? I don't know. They're both satisfactory. Or you could also say they're utterly unsatisfactory. That is a mess. That is bad and needs to be destroyed. Anyway, yes, welcome to Satisfactory. If this is your first time joining us, there's a great introduction, right? I apologize in advance for all the nonsense that is about to transpire. This episode is going to have a lot of nonsense in it. I have been gearing up over the last half dozen episodes to tear all this down, because the further that I get into this particular area, the bigger mess that I get. It's just complete spaghetti now. And it's gotten worse over the last few episodes because I've been trying to get to the tier 3 minor so that I can basically clean the slate and start fresh, because it's just getting messy. I've been doing a little bit of rerouting of lines and all sorts of different things to try and get myself prepared for basically a rebuild. This is going to be our first it's not going to be as big as this as I've laid it out. I just wanted to basically have it's going to be quite a bit bigger than what I've laid out here, but I don't know that it's going to be as wide as this. But who knows? We'll play it by ear. So this will be my first mini factory. This is going to focus on basic iron products. That's what we're going to do. Plate, rod, and of course iron, the iron bars, whatever that is. So yeah, that's kind of the beginning here that we're going to do. For those of you who have been following along, you'll notice that all of those crates are gone. I went around and got rid of all of those crates so I don't have a mess on this map. Probably going to get a whole lot more once I start tearing this stuff down, and I don't know how this is going to work. Last episode we went into our power plant and doubled it, so we got lots of power now. But I suspect what I'm going to do is get this going, then start scouting for a site where we're going to start our copper, get that going, and that might end up being it for this episode, or probably will be it for this episode. In fact, it may not even get that far. And then I got to take all of this stuff down. And I don't know how I'm going to do that. I guess I'll probably set up a storage area that is a little bit remote. Maybe somewhere over here we could set up a storage area where we take all of the products that we have in here and funnel them out there so that we can clean this off completely. I don't know. I'm not exactly sure how that's going to happen, but this is where we're going to start. So let's take a look at this. We need a few more of these things here. Boom. And sometimes I put that last one in, sometimes I don't. You don't need it. So we upgraded this miner here to tier 3, which means we have 240 per minute coming in. We're not going to put any little accelerators or any on it. We have 240 coming in, and each one of these smelters grabs 30 per minute. So that should work out about right. Then I think what we're going to do is collect this into a storage. And then I don't know what. I guess it's going to be off to constructors. The constructors are iron plate. We're going to be calling on 30 per minute of 30 per minute of 3 iron ingot. This is the thing that always trips me up. 30 per minute. So we're getting 30 sets of 3 ingots per minute that we're using. Correct? You'd think I'd know this by now. This uses 1 iron ore. It's using 31 iron ore chunks. Whereas this is using 33 iron ore chunks. So does that mean that we're actually using 90 per minute? 90 actual iron ingots? I'm going to test that before I do anything else, because damn it, I should know that by now. It's stupid that I don't know that by now. It's rather pathetic, actually. Okay. So. We're going to do iron plate, and then we're going to go into storage. Just a little, I don't care. Doesn't need to be a big storage. This is just a test. This is only a test. Okay. So we're also going to need to bring power down here. How do we want to do that? I think I'm going to bring a main because we're going to get rid of all these power poles here. Those are all going to go away. So maybe what I'll do maybe what I could do is set something up over here. And we'll bring it in from here. And then yeah, I don't know how this is going to go. We'll just bring it to here for now. And then I'm actually not a huge advocate of those little plugs in the walls. Let's see, walls, basic wall. So let's say let's say I run a wall along here. And I put a double connection right. Not a good idea. Tell you what we'll do. We will do wall out one, and then we'll run it. And then we'll put the double. Just like that. And run you to there. And that will be our power source for inside here. I'm not going to go up on the walls yet. And I'm actually not going to build these walls yet either. So we will go... Oops. We can have 10 connections to this, eh? Oh. How does it work? Maybe I need to build this now. I don't know. This is the guaranteed nonsense. I really don't know what I'm doing. And I knew that this was going to be a bit of a problem for me because, yeah, you might want to skip this episode. I don't know. We'll put this, how about we'll try it up here. Keep it up high on the wall, maybe, hey? And just run it along the wall instead of... We don't want a bunch of power poles in here. That's just stupid. I tell you what we'll do. We'll build it up higher. And we'll keep the bottom open as much as we can. Power... And then we're going to come over top of here. Okay. So then we'll go over top of here and over top of here. Now, none of that has power, if I'm not mistaken. I can power all of those from that. I think. I don't know that I like it. I don't know. I can't say that I like it, but so that's 8. So then if I connected this back to here, That theoretically is powered, isn't it? Yeah, the last one is powered. Now, none of those have a chosen... yeah, you have to be really close to... Yeah, I don't like the copy. Copy-paste is not very good in this particular game. You got to get that close to copy-paste. You and you. So, you've all got something selected there. Now, really, all I want to do is get the end one going so that I can figure out what's the skinny here. So, but we're going to get them all going. So you need 3 to start. Oh, there's no power to this. Damn it. Damn, damn, damn. And I've used up all the power on that. Well, that just goes to show you how much I don't like that. Shut it all down, folks. I don't like it. God, this is just going to be a disaster. How about this? How about instead we come to the back side here? These poles require, oh my gosh. You know what? I really don't need any more than 3. Actually, it would be nice to do that. 7 power connections. Jeez. Haven't got my poop in a group. That's sad. Okay. I'm gonna do the 7 connections. How much room do we have here? Do I have enough room to do that? Yeah, I think I do. And it's right up here, so we'll just grab a little bit of this stuff. I don't want to use those, I mean, this stuff I've got... Well, hey, maybe I don't have tons of this stuff. Because I was starting to use this stuff up pretty consistently. Now, I don't have any. Yeah, it's all going to other stuff now. Well, wow, this is just a riveting episode. I do apologize for that, but I guess I kind of warned you in advance that this was going to be nonsense. I'm just going to do basic power poles. Maybe we can change it down the road, but... you. So we'll connect you back to that, and then connect you just to do our little experiment. I don't think you have enough room here for no, we don't need to worry about that, right? Don't have to worry about that. Okay, to that and to that. And then we're going to go Okay, so get off of me. Okay. So it uses 3. It uses 3 every time and produces 2 iron plate. So let's do a little check here on terms of the count. Clear it out. Make sure we've got lots of these guys backed up in here. This can't be a hold up at all. Okay. So we're gonna go now. Three. Six. 9. 15 in 30 seconds. So 30 per minute. So that is not by set. That is not by set we're talking about here. So that's interesting. It's not 30 sets of 3. It's 30 per minute. 30 iron ingots per minute. Period. Full stop. Okay. Good. That is settled. No more of that nonsense. Yeah. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Okay. So yes, that is the case. And like you, so we do this 30 per minute. So we can tie another basically 8 of these guys to the output if we're going to do all plate. And I think I will for this first one. I think we'll produce all plate. I could go straight 1-to-1 all the way down, but I don't think I'm going to do that. Because I just don't, yeah. First off, those are a lot thinner. How do we want to do this? All right, give me just a second here. I'll be right back. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to gather all this. So we're going to need mergers. We're going to gather all of this stuff together and bring it back this way. Like so. Come on. There. There. Uh-oh. We got a problem. think we can make it work. I'm just going to make sure that it lines up. Wow. How about right there? Let's see if that works. I knew that rock was going to be a little bit of a problem. Okay, let's see what we can do here. Oops. The other way around, the other way around. Oh boy. It won't do that. Crap. I knew this was going to be a problem. Darn it. Wow, that's a real pain in the ass. Hold on for just a second. Okay, we are back. So we just spaced it out a little bit more. Ate up a little bit more space, but that's okay. That's okay. That'll be fine. That's basically it for production of that. Now we need to get in what I'm kind of thinking about here. Now, what kind of things do we have? Logistics. Yeah, conveyor wall mount. We could do something here. Well, maybe I won't do it for this particular... Yeah, I don't think I need to do it for this particular juncture, but I might consider that in the future here. So, this is what we're going to do. Something to the effect of this. We're going to do plate. And we're going to come back in. So we'll bring this around here basically and feed it on this side. And then the plate will just come down the center and collect. I think that's what we'll do. What it allows is if I leave room here, I mean, I don't want to be getting into the habit of leaving room to expand anymore. That's kind of the whole reason why I've been doing this, is so that I can, yeah, I can avoid that. And that would mean that this would go. We do not need any of this. Okay. Because this would be basically as far out as we would go this way. Yeah, I think that's okay. You see, That's the other thing. I think that if you copy, if I'm going to select that as a copied item, it should take the things with it. What it's making as a default. So we got 5. We're going to have to obviously go a fair amount further here. Oh, am I doing this right? Yeah, I am. That's 8. So obviously, yeah, it takes up a lot more bigger footprint, but still, we're okay. We're okay. This is all good. This is all good. And then we're going to logistics. We are going to split. Yeah, that's good. I'm gonna fall off the end, aren't I? No, we're good. Okay. Let me know if I'm not counting these correctly. What I mean by that is, come on. You know, when I do the calculations on how many of these things I can have for that, there's something that I'm overlooking here. It could very well be true because I don't know. I can't seem to wrap my head around the around the production levels, because, and I say that because I get buildup of production quantities, and I'm like, why is there buildup here? This should be 1-to-1, or this should be, you know, I'm making such and such every 20 of these, so I can take 2 of these ones that produce 30 to put into these 3 that produce 20, that take 20. You know, it's like, and then there's buildup, and it's like, why is that going on? That shouldn't be building up. Anyway, so yeah, that's a little bit of a challenge that. So we're going to bring it this way. Come on. Okay. And then we'll throw this stuff in here. Another one. That's it. And then this. Okay, so Now, how do I want this to present itself to the universe? Let's see. I could have it just go to a port, going out, leaving the building. Or drones is another possibility. I guess there has to be a central place. Oh, looks like there's a Mercer sphere up in the top of that cliff. I need those, that's for darn sure. In fact, have I got one on... Yeah, iron plate. I do have one on iron plate. So we're going to have to move that one. That would not be a terrible idea here. To set that up. Okay, here's what we'll do. We will come around this corner. Here? Here. Yeah. Come around this corner. What? Hello? Funnel that into there. And then consider, maybe we could do an exit going out of the building here, and then the we got to go get it. The dimensional depot. As you can see, I haven't redirected any of that yet. That's all going into steel production. There's only a couple of things that I've shut off simply because I needed to get some cable. I think the dimensional is up here. Right here. Here it is. Yes, this is it. Excellent. It's going away. Bye-bye. What's all in here? We're gonna need that. Why can't you sort yourself out a little bit here, people? Okay. Don't need that no more. Don't need that no more. I'm going to enjoy taking this down, I think. But I probably won't do any of that on camera, actually. It still exists. Somewhere. That's what I don't understand about this. I took this down a long, long time ago. And yet it still exists in here. It shouldn't. If you have any thoughts on that, let me know, because that seems a little weird to me. That seems like a bit of a screw up, coding screw up. But maybe I'm missing something. It wouldn't be the first time. Okay, so we'll put our dimensional depot here. Organization. Let's go over here and figure it out. We'll go there. Then we'll come in here. Something very much like that. And then we're going to grab this. Okay. Oops. Nope. Now we can zoom. Yeah, right to the end, basically. Didn't want to quite get the end piece there. We'll take that one out in a second. Good enough? And then we'll start with that kind of a setup. And we'll see how it goes. Come on. There we go. I like that. I like-ish it. I might replace that by doing a lift, putting a ceiling on this and putting the drone setup on the ceiling. I don't mind that idea too. Let's, no, we're not doing that. Somewhere maybe here. Oh, I see. It carries with it. So, yeah. Go here. And here. And here. And here. I haven't set any of these. That's okay. That's okay. We'll get to setting them in a second. I'm just going to power all this stuff. Okay. These are all iron plate, but they're not all iron plate because I haven't set them all. I don't. Oh, maybe I did. No, I didn't. Good that I checked. Yeah, this is an episode that is highly skippable because it's, yeah, you know. So that's our first iron plate. On this side, we're going to do iron bar, basically. All of it is going to be bar, I think. I'm not too sure about ratios of what I need and what I don't need. But I think for the time being, we're going to keep it that way, that this is going to be basically 2 rows of iron bar. Oh, well, actually, let's just double check that here. So for bar, or rod rather, it's 15 per minute. So that's very, very simple. We are actually going to have a lot of these, a ton of them, 32 of them, right? Because we'll have eight of those. Let me just double check, double check. 15 per minute. So it's 2 of those for every 1 smelter. So we bring it in, we smelt it. This is an interesting quandary, eh? How we're going to do this. Yeah, I might change this and have that one come in right here, and then we'll smelt it on this side. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Except we can't have that staircase there anymore. So yeah, we'll bring it in here. We'll smelt it on this side. And then we're going to have to come up with something clever where we can have 16 of these guys lined up so that we can do bar. Or rod, rather. I keep calling it bar. But it's rod. Yeah. So, I'm going to start. This is basically the pattern that we're going to do. Let's see where this takes us. I'm going to pause here and put in the smelters. How about we start with that? We'll put in the smelters. I'll show you that, and then we'll move on from there. See you in a bit. Okay, so we've got that squared away. We now have a second run. I haven't powered it up or anything like that, but now the trick is, of course, we need 16 constructors that come off of this. So we've got 8 constructors going down that way and 8 constructors going off that way. So we can peel off one line up here, peel off the other line down there, and we can see how that works out. And then we can maybe put this guy right here, which will collect all of the rod from there. I might not do that, actually. I don't think I'm going to do that, actually. In fact, I might even get rid of these. These guys produce 15 per minute. So we can get it all on one line, going all down here to the end. and coming here. And that's only half. That's only half. We've got another iron deposit that I haven't touched yet. And so we'll have to bring that in and figure out how we're going to use up the rest of this space to create more iron rod. Oh, geez. Okay, well, let's just connect all this up. I'll see you in a minute. Okay, we have got that set up now. All of it funnels into there. You can see I've run the rods from these 8 come in here, and the rods from the back 8 come in there. This is the input for more iron ore coming in. So out in this area, I guess we will have to get more rod going. So yeah, that's basically it, I think, for this setup. We need to get a roof going on here. I guess roofs are just foundations, I guess. That's what I've been doing up till now, is just foundations, like the 1 meter foundation for the roof. So okay, so let's see. Let's get this. I think is everything wired up? No, it isn't. We didn't do this. I don't think we did that yet. No, because I wanted to do it from the back side. And these aren't even set. So yes, we will have to go through and set those. Yeah, right in there. Well, first off, let's do this, because that's iron and iron and iron. Get these going. Every 2. That one's done. Okay, so now we can go to that, and that, and that, to that, 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 and that. I think that's it. I think everything else is wired up. So if we come around here, oh, it's in. Something. Oh, none of this is connected now. What have I done? What have I done? Ah, I see. Oops, what are you doing? Where? Yeah, power line. That should do it. It only feeds it to that one until... Will it never feed to these? No, what it'll do is it'll produce all that until such a time as this backs up, and then once it backs up into, because it'll only be half of it, it'll only take in half of its production, I think. I sure hope I haven't screwed that up. 15 per minute for each of those, yeah. I guess we'll see. We are starting to get iron rod. 73. But I'm curious as to how maybe I've screwed this up. I think I might have screwed this up. Oh, but then these will all back up. That's right. Right. We're getting closer to filling these machines. Once these machines fill, then it'll start to back up. Yeah. Boy, oh boy. I feel a little bit stupid here. I know how all this works. But I feel like I'm starting from scratch again. So now that's it for here. Those will all start to back up. Then once they all start to back up, this will start to back up, and then it'll start to funnel it out there. So yeah, I think that's how it's going to go. Anyway. Yeah. That'll take a while though, so we're not gonna worry about that. In fact, the likelihood is this damn thing will fill up prior to this being used. No, I don't think that's true. Oh, it's starting to come out. It is starting to come out this way, so they are kicking in. So yeah, my next step is to probably should do a dimensional depot right here for rod. I don't think I can do that right now because I haven't got stuff on me to do that, but that I'm going to save that space right there for a dimensional depot, I think. Although probably should wait a little bit because that rock's going to cause all kinds of problems. I think maybe I'll just do straight shot down here, down that way. I'll bring in the iron and we will process it here, coming in here, swing it around, and then we'll get something happening there. But it looks really kind of like it needs to go that way. So that's probably what we'll do. And then once that iron rod is done, this factory is complete. We're not going to touch it except for drones. So we'll have to figure out how we're going to do drones. And yeah. So I think what I'm going to do before the next episode, I am going to do this. I'll do the second round of rod. Get that going. Get that done, basically, so that we can move on from this. Because then, of course, the next step is copper. Where are we going to put our copper plant for wire and cable? And and the, do I have any on me? Yeah, and the copper sheets. Wire, cable, and copper sheet will be in that factory, I think. Might be a little bit bigger factory. So yeah, we'll have to think about how that's going to look. And where it's going to look. See, we've only got one normal node there and one normal node there. Ah, no, those are impure. Those are all impure. Okay, we might have to do a little bit of scouting. I know, actually, no, I know out here at the Lund station, there's pure copper. So maybe that's where we'll do it. Yeah. Let's just double check to see how many nodes there are out there. We just need to get a little closer before we scan. I suspect, I'm not sure if this series will survive this, to be honest with you. Why do I say that? Normal. Not close enough yet. Yeah, it just might not be interesting for people to see a ground up rebuild. So we'll see. If the numbers the numbers aren't great for this series anyway, because it's been done to death on YouTube. So, but I've just been enjoying myself on it. So yeah, we've been keeping it going. Let's try it again. What's going on? I know that there's some out here. Still not close enough? Okay, well, we'll try it one more time. There it is. One pure node? Really? That surprises me. I thought I had like 2 or 3 pure nodes out here. At least 2. I guess I'm out to lunch. Hey there, buddy. One. Wow. Well, 1 pure node is pretty good. I will say that. What do we got here? Impure. So, I mean, 1 pure node? We've got 3 impure nodes down here. This pure node is better than the 3 impure nodes altogether. So there is that. And then we've got another normal node over here. Yeah, it's going to be a little bit spaced out, which that does not appeal to me. Anyway, we're going to leave it here though, guys. Let me know what you think. Is this, I'm not going to build all of this stuff off camera. That's just way too much time. So if there's no interest, if there's very low interest in seeing a rebuild done for this, Let me know, and maybe I'll move on, find something else to do. Because I know this episode was not terribly interesting, and I suspect that will be the case for a while. But yeah, let me know in the comments, and we'll see how it goes. Maybe at some point I'm going to have to tackle taking all of this down, which that's a big job. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you're considering watching another, click the I like this button, leave a comment, and what the heck? If you haven't done so already, why not subscribe? And if you have, thank you. I very much appreciate it. Please share and enjoy, and hopefully I'll see you next time in Satisfactory right here. So long.